All right, hello, boys and girls. Thanks for tuning in. I think you can see behind me are different selfies that students have made. So they've drawn pictures of cell phones and smartphones and then drew pictures inside of those phones all about themselves. So what they look like, maybe what some of their favorite things are, what their favorite things are to do, or maybe a pet, or their favorite food, or their favorite hobby, or family member, or something like that, or favorite place to be. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create a selfie about ourselves, and it's gonna tell me all about you, okay? So I wanted to share with you, this is just one that I started. I didn't finish this one, but I started this one. I made my own selfie. And one thing that I put in my selfie was music, because I do love music very much. I also put pizza in my selfie because I like pizza a lot. And I also drew behind my selfie image here in my camera. I also drew the beach because I like the beach a lot too, like tropical places, warm places where the sun is shining and it's beautiful and relaxing. So this is something that we're going to create because this helps to tell me all about you and I get to know you better. So let me show you what we're going to do. So the first thing that we're going to do is probably someone in your house probably has a smartphone of some kind, big or small, doesn't matter. If you don't have a smartphone in your house, you could use a TV remote, okay? That would work as well. So actually, I think I'm going to use this TV remote to be the outside of my smartphone for my selfie, okay? You could also use, you could use a crayon box, I suppose. You could trace the outside of a crayon box maybe, or you could trace the outside of, an index card. That would work as well, okay? Something that is sort of rectangular in shape. I said that I was going to use this remote, okay? So when I am drawing, I'm gonna be drawing with a black permanent marker just so you can see, all right? I want you to start drawing with pencil because when you draw with pencil, you can erase if you make any mistakes. But I'm gonna be drawing with marker, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is you can put this remote or your phone on your paper any way that you want. And something you might want to do is you might want to think ahead about what you might want to design in the background around your phone, okay, around your selfie, because that might help you figure out how you want to position your object that you're using to make your smartphone. Okay, so you might want to think about like what else is around this, how you're going to fill it up. Everything in your artwork today is going to be about things about you, things that you love, maybe your pets, maybe your family, maybe your friends, maybe your favorite foods, favorite places to go, favorite things to do. Okay, so those are the things that you're going to be using to fill up your space on your paper. Actually, this one, I'm just gonna put it right in the middle. All right, so I'm gonna hold it down with one hand and I'm gonna slowly trace around the outside with my other hand. And that's why I say you should use pencil because everybody's gonna make mistakes and that is okay that we make mistakes, that's totally fine. But you guys can erase them and I can't, so I gotta draw it perfect the first time, right? So, okay, so we're seeing here, so this is gonna be the outside of my phone. Now, a very kind of easy way to do the inside of your phone, all you're going to do to make this screen, all you're gonna do is follow the same line that you just drew, but just on the inside, a little bit smaller, okay? So we're gonna go like this, go like this, go like this, and we're gonna go like this. okay? So that is the inside of my smartphone. And then on the inside of my smartphone, I'm going to give you a little tip on drawing faces. Just a very easy way to draw a face. Let's practice it over on this paper first so that we don't mess up our drawing. So a very easy way to draw a face. If you need to get an extra piece of paper to practice on, that would be good as well, or you can flip it over and draw on the back. So to draw a face, we're just going to start with a U. All right. Then on top, we're going to do an upside down C, but we're going to connect the lines right to these lines here. Okay. Then we draw another U here. Okay. That's the basic shape for our face. So you can practice that on a separate sheet of paper like I just did. Then would be the shoulders, just like this. And I'm going to put in some eyes. I'm happy with this one. Nose. Okay, so I'm putting it in my mouth like that. All right, so that's just a very basic way to do a face. And then you could go ahead and put your hair on, whatever hair you like or whatever hairstyle you think you might like, okay? But that's all up to you because this is going to be your drawing. This is your world. You can tell me all about you. I want to know all about who you are, what you like to do, all that stuff. So let's come back to our other drawing that we've been working on. And we can put our face in our selfie. So maybe I will zoom this in a bit for you to see. So I am going to do a U, a bigger one to start with. There's a U. Okay. Then an upside down C. Okay. Then another U down here. Very easy to make the basic shape for a face. Shoulders, shoulders. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to put your hair on any way that you like. It doesn't have to be your hair the way it is right now. It could be the hair any way that you like. All right. So it could be your hair wild and crazy. It could be your hair the way you dream it would be, or it could be your hair the way it is right now. You could make your hair a different color. You could make your hair hot pink or green or any color you want. That's up to you. So just putting in a little bit of a face. I'm not going to do the whole thing because I don't really want you to copy me. I just want to give you examples, okay? So I want you to use your imagination about what you look like or what maybe what you want to look like or how you would want maybe your hair to look or what kind of clothes you want to be wearing, okay? So this is just an example, all right? And in the back, you can decide where you want to be. Maybe you're at your house. Maybe you're out in nature somewhere. Maybe you're at a friend's house. Maybe you're out riding your bike. But in the background of your selfie, I'm trying to think where I'm going to be. You know where I'm going to be? I'm going to be near a waterfall. So I'm going to put kind of like a mountain with rocks here. And I'm going to put a waterfall in the back. But you can decide where you want to be in the background of your selfie, okay? Or maybe you just want to put things in the background of your selfie that are things that you like to do, or your pet, or your favorite friend, or your favorite place to go, or something like that. But you can do whatever you like on the back of your selfie. You can even decorate your smartphone case. Like you could put diamonds, or you could put little designs, or maybe your smartphone case is like camouflage, or maybe it's like hot pink, or maybe it's orange. That's all up to you, okay? So I'm just gonna put a few diamonds on my smartphone case. All right. So that is how I'm doing my selfie. But then this would be my subject, right? Because it's the main part of the artwork that I'm working on. But all of this is the background. And I just don't want to leave this blank. So I want to figure out something cool that I can do in the background. And the idea of what we're doing is to try to tell me all about yourself and all the things that you love. So what we have to do is we have to imagine what would be in our background and all the different things that we love and all the different things that we like. That tells me about you. So in my other drawing that I was working on, I did the beach, but just for another example. Another thing that I love, you know what? I really, really do like, I like horses. I've always wanted to have horses and go horseback riding. That's what I really, really love. So one thing that I could do is I could draw some horses right behind my selfie. And I'm just gonna kind of sketch these in here quick. I won't spend all day doing this. But I do like horses a lot, and I like to ride them, or I should rather say, I want to learn how to ride, and I want to become a good rider. Okay, so I'm just drawing in different things in the back that I love and that I really, really, really like. I know that's one thing I really like. So I'm going to put that in here. But again, this is your world. This is not my world. So your world is going to look a lot different than my world. And I'm thinking maybe my horse, he's behind a fence. So I've got to put a fence here. Put some grass there. I got to put a fence here. Okay. Everybody will have something different in your background, but the only thing that I do want you to do is I want you to try to fill up the whole space, okay? Don't draw something just little over here and leave the rest of the space blank and white. Try to fill up the whole space with things that you love. So that's one thing that I love, but it doesn't have to be, the background doesn't all have to be one picture either. You could have a whole bunch of different pictures in here. Like another thing that I love is snowmobiles. So I could put in here, I could put a snowmobile in here because I love to go snowmobile, riding snowmobiles. I love to do that. So let me put a snowmobile in here. My son really likes dirt bikes. I don't really like dirt bikes as much as I like snowmobiles. So I'm going to put this in here. So again, your whole picture doesn't have to be one thing. All right, your whole picture actually could be many different things all put together because we all like a lot of different things. So I'm just going to draw this quick in here. I'm not going to take forever on this. But just to kind of give you an idea. All right, so I like to go snowmobiling. That's something that I really, really like. And I like the ocean as well. So you know what? I think maybe in here, I might even throw in right here. This looks like an interesting place for an ocean wave. Maybe I'm going to put an ocean wave right in here. It's kind of crashing over the top there. So there could be a lot of different things in here, but your goal is to fill up the entire space with things that you love. All right, and you know what? I think I should put a sign here. I'm going to put a sign here like this, and it's going to have flashing lights. Let's say these are going to be flashing lights. Okay. So these flashing lights are because I love to go see shows, musicals, Broadway performances, theater shows, things like that. So I'm just going to put in here show. I love to go see movies, love to go see theater shows, love to go see operas, love to go see all kinds of shows. So I still have some white space up here, and I don't want to leave that blank. I could either continue kind of like my horse drawing up here, or maybe I could put something else that I love up there as well. I'm trying to think here with some other things that I like to do. You know what? I think I'm going to draw up here. I'm going to draw some mountains for two reasons. One is they could go, maybe that's where this horse lives. Maybe he lives out near the mountains. But another thing that I like to do is I like to go skiing. So I'm going to put a little guy up here, and he is skiing down the mountains. And maybe he's not alone. Maybe he went with a friend who is also skiing down the mountains. They look like they're having a fun time there. Poles. So the goal is to fill up your entire space. Everything could go together like this one does, or everything could be what we call a collage, where it's all mixed together, a lot of different things on one page behind your selfie. Okay, so once I am done with all of this, then I would go ahead and start to add color. Again, I want to fill up the whole page, make it bright and beautiful and colorful. And then remember to submit a picture of this on Dojo and send it to me. I'll be creating virtual art shows, and you also get Dojo points when you submit things to me. Make sure that you do your completion checklist as well. All right, have a great day. I look forward to seeing your artwork. Bye-bye.